5 years ago today, families in Newtown, Connecticut suffered an unimaginable tragedy. A troubled 20-year-old shot his way into the Sandy Hook Elementary School and killed 20 first graders and 6 educators. Nicole Hockley lost her 6-year-old son Dylan that day, and since then has been a strong voice to stop gun violence before it happens. Special correspondent Lisa Stark with our partner Education Week sat down with Hockley recently to reflect on the last 5 years.
When the shooting at Sandy Hook School took place, I knew absolutely nothing about gun violence or how to prevent it. It was not on my radar in any way, shape, or form.
Now that has become Nicole Hockley's life mission after losing her son in the massacre at Sandy Hook.
I feel it's my moral responsibility to do this. It's the only way I can think to honor Dylan. It's the only way I can think to honor his death and provide his legacy, as well as protect my surviving child.
Hockley's sons were best buds. Her oldest, Jake, was unharmed that horrible day and is now 13. Dylan is forever a 6-year-old first grader.
He was just pure love. I mean, that he was a boy that loved to cuddle, loved a good, firm cuddle, and he was just the glue that held our family together. I can't believe that it's about to be 5 years since I last hugged Dee. I can't comprehend that. I probably never will.
Hockley has poured her grief and anger into Sandy Hook Promise, a nonprofit she and other Newtown families started just 1 month after the killings to fight gun violence.
I do not want to be someone sharing my experience and consoling another parent next time. I do not want there to be a next time.
These days, Hockley has a different look, but the same determination.
Sandy Hook Promise exists for one reason: to prevent gun violence. The way we do this is by teaching people how to know the signs of someone who's at risk of hurting themselves or someone else.
But massacres such as Texas and Las Vegas are constant reminders of how pervasive gun violence is.
It's devastating when I hear of another mass shooting, and I won't lie, it hurts even more when there's children involved, of course. The saddest thing for me personally after some of these mass shootings is when I wait for a day, 2 days, a week, to hear about the signs and signals that were missed, because then I know yet again this was another preventable act of violence.
Hockley believes there is only one way forward.
It's important to reframe the conversation around gun violence prevention, because unfortunately as soon as you mention the word gun, people start taking sides. You know, this isn't about taking away guns, and this isn't about mental illness either. Once you get past that barrier, then the doors open, but there's a lot of people that we need to have that conversation with.
Is that a tough space to be in, given how polarized this issue has become?
It can be tough, but we know that this is the right way to do it, and this is something that's going to have tangible impact. There are 300 million guns in this country and a Second Amendment. That's not going to change.
At its beginning, Hockley and Sandy Hook Promise did try to change gun laws, pushing for universal background checks. When the bill was defeated in the Senate, it was devastating. Now the group is backing extreme risk protection orders, which allow a judge to temporarily ban someone from having guns if they're a danger to themselves or others.
I want politicians to not be afraid to have this conversation. There are some special interest lobbyist groups whose voice has too much power, and I think politicians should be leaders and listen to the people.
Hockley is also involved in a lawsuit against Remington, the manufacturer of the gun used to kill her son. The lawsuit accuses the company of negligent marketing.
We see them do advertising directly to potentially violent-prone young men, using military-style messaging and images to say to young men, if you don't have an AR-15, you're not a man.
Remington argues that under federal law, gun makers cannot be held liable if someone uses their product in a crime. Despite the stiff odds, Hockley is undeterred.
So I'm going to ask you to look 5 years ahead. Where do you want to be?
I would love to make Sandy Hook Promise go out of business because we're not seeing these deaths happen anymore. But I think that's unlikely in 5 years. I know these changes are going to happen, but just not fast enough. And every day that we waste, more people are dying, and I will never accept that.
For the PBS NewsHour and Education Week, I'm Lisa Stark in Newtown, Connecticut.